Hi guys, Francis here. Welcome back to another episode of Knights of Dragons. So I'm sorry for not really uploading the last week, but like sometimes internship just gets too much. Okay, I hope you guys understand that. You know, because it's work, and when I come home I'm feeling tired. But enough excuses. So in today's episode I was actually planning on doing a recap, but then it turns out the war is 3 days again, and of course it ends on Tuesday. Guess what day it is now? Guess what day it is today? Not Tuesday. Awesome. So what I'm going to do is show you guys two new Shadowforged that I actually got, thanks to the new ribbons, and I actually love these two armors, and I want to see how far I can max them both, by the way. And yeah, we're currently still in a gold war and blah blah blah. We're we're over here, so not bad at all, honestly, for everything that we did. And yeah, I'll do this recap tomorrow, because this is kind of a somewhat expensive war without really being all too expensive, honestly. And now I see that yeah, it's kind of meh. It's meh. Yeah, and you can see everybody their score here. The minimum is 15k, by the way. That's like, or 15k or 25. 25 is 5 wars, you know? And 15k is about 5 wars as well. So that's why I said like either 15k or 25, because sometimes we don't always match allies, you know? So that's why I decided to put the minimums like that. And of course, there's a lot of people that actually don't make it because of certain stuff, which is rather unfortunate, but 20 fights isn't really hard to get, especially not in weekends. We don't really have a war consistency though. Planning on doing that, making that better, honestly, but there's also some other things. And these three are going to get kicked, by the way. Oh no, wait. I was planning on giving people a warning, and after that they're out. Yeah, like I said, the minimum isn't really all too high for a guild that is in top 100, but it's like you should just make 15k quite easily, you know. Even in one war you can do it, you know, just gem a little. But I advise my people not to gem, because I want them to focus on the top runs, you know, and that's why there's always like about 20 to 25 people of Eternality joining all of the Eternality runs, which is one of the best things there is out there. But yeah, I got two new Shadowforged. I want Aki's Bounty, by the way. Let's take a look at my Shadowforged armors that I am almost able to craft, by the way. I believe I crafted the one Dragon Coin and one... there was another one. I don't think it's a B-Shank, but I got Malevolent Wingard, I believe the Shadowforged was called. But yeah, I'm currently almost getting Alien Abomination and Aki's Bounty, of course. I mean, I can go for Water Guard Plus, but it's not really a thing that I really want, you know, because I like Aki's Bounty more because of the elements, etc. Clepsydra, I'm almost there as well, so Vanna's Plus as well. And then I also need a couple Basilic Eyes. And I don't see Basilic Eyes being here anytime soon, so kind of fucked up, but it's not really the point. By the way, if you see any unnecessary cuts, it's because of people online actually willing to call me out of the blue, just out of the fucking blue. So that's why maybe sometimes you will see an unnecessary cut in the video, because my own family decides to actually prank call me for the night. It just happened once so far, but I'm hoping that it won't happen again. Yeah, so this are all my Shadowforged. Unfortunately, no silver coins, so I'm not going to send them. Malevolent Wingplate is what it was called, yeah. And Inquisitor and Caligo. I remember when I first saw like these this stuff, you know, and I was like, how do you pronounce that name? And right now I'm like, Inquisitor and Caligo. It's not that hard, you know. It's just when you see it a couple times, you're like, oh, it's actually not that bad. And yeah, because I also need to level up somewhat of my other armors, what I'm going to do right now is just start with Malevolent to see where I end up. Because as you can see, I have a lot of fusion boosts, but I'm not sure if that's capable of maxing 2 entire Shadowforged from level 1 to 99. And I'm hoping that it is going to be the case, of course, but maybe it won't be. So yeah, that's why I'm currently just trying to focus on what I do with what armor, of course. And yeah, some of you guys have been asking me, like, why is the lack of videos here as of lately? I already stated at the beginning of the video. I will try to explain it somewhat more detailed right now. It's like when you come home in the afternoon, you know, or in the afternoon, sometimes even evening, you know, because I have a 1 hour trip back home, where it could actually be 20 minutes if I had a car, because I have my driver license by now, and I still don't have a car, so it's kind of fucked up for me, because I can, in driving it'll take me 20 minutes, but with the public transport it takes me over 1 hour at times, if the like the waiting times are that bad. And yeah, you will see the second evolution, I guess, of Malvolent wing plate, and it already looks better, of course. Now I'm going to show you the stats of afterwards, but not right now, because I can't, because they're completely shit. But I love this armor, by the way. I've always wanted this armor because it was so overpowered, especially with the set. And when I say especially with the set, I really mean especially with the set. And I just realized that I'm almost talking with consumption. And what does that mean? Well, saliva is really gathering around my lips. And I'm trying to keep talking. But yeah, of course it's coming down with it. So as much as I keep talking, it wouldn't really work. But hey, let's talk about something else, Knights of Dragons wise. I have done that video on Knights of Dragons, like, where is it going? We can now craft this 1+, very nice, of course. But where is Knights of Dragons going as of lately? Because Deka Games, not Decker, no, Deka Games has taken over. And what they did was, they actually did something, some things to the game, you know, in terms of changing milestones and doing some stuff. And you might have seen that already, or if you don't really pay attention, you haven't seen the new loading screen. But if you do, then of course you're really paying attention to this game still, which is quite new, because lately this game really hasn't been the most addicting game to me anymore. I mean, I'm almost uploading more Minecraft Survival, because I still have some things for that. Instead of Knights of Dragons, and I don't want to become a Knights of Dragons, or I don't want to quit Knights of Dragons or something, you know, because especially as of this state, I feel like it's getting better, slowly but surely. Like, I said this before, that it was climbing out of the abyss, but it's kind of like, didn't really, I kind of was wrong on that one, and now it's finally on the max form, which looks even better, but it didn't really feel like, to me, that it was done, you know, that it was actually getting back up, because I was saying that, but I was actually fooling myself as well as you guys with that, because what actually happened was it didn't really it wasn't really climbing back out of the abyss, you know, it kind of was doing the exact opposite and just ruining itself even more with what it was doing. And I believe that I can max this one, but I can't max the next one, but that doesn't really matter. And like Knights of Dragons, as you guys might know, it has been a game that has been here for 5 years, you know. Clash of Clans is a longer game that has been here, and it was at the pinnacle back when epics came out, you know, and when chess went really shit, because as of lately they are completely irrelevant, unless you kind of have the new chess, meaning the clearance sale. Those are actually the ones that I still like, because they are very cheap and you actually have a decent chance of getting something still worth it as a free-to-play player. Because, you know, if you're pay-to-play, of course you should just go on top runs instead of, like, focus on something else. But hey, that's not on me, that's on the pay-to-play players. And yeah, you can see that free-to-play is kinda... it was kind of dying, honestly. And as of lately, I haven't really been seeing that. It's actually doing the exact opposite, because my members actually decided to save again, you know, and a lot of my members as well. It's not like that there's just one guy that decided to say, like, hey, I'm currently doing this, you know, I'm currently saving up again, and, you know, can I run with you? It's like multiple people have actually decided to say, like, hey, it's actually quite nice, this game is actually getting quite nice again. I've seen people returning. And I don't even know for what real reason, you know, it's like they missed the game, is what they said to me, which I completely agree with, though, because, honestly, I would have had the same thing if I was them, meaning nostalgia, because if you play this game for 4 years, when you start actually retiring or taking a break, you actually think about those times, and when you come back, you really want them to, like, actually come back itself, you know, that those times will come back with you, but it doesn't work like that, unfortunately. Well, you can clearly see how good Malevolent Wingplate is compared to Wildwood Guard. And I'll show the stats later on my main, by the way. But we're going to focus on Inquisitor and Caligo, because we still have the chance to... Or no, we don't actually have the chance, but we still have a ton of fusion boosts left over. I actually wanted to keep these fusion boosts for my next Shadowforged that I will get from a top run, but like, if you get 2 new Shadowforged, why not do something with it, you know? I mean, it's not that these Shadowforged are actually not that bad. I mean, you've seen Mandrake ages, but this account, you know, this is my actual main account, and I don't want to share anything on Facebook, thank you very much. But if you've seen my actual account, you know, and if you actually pay attention to some of my videos, then you will actually see that Mandrake Aegis, I don't need it at all, even though I'm a free-to-play player. Because I have tons of better armors, actually not Earth Spirit, but I have double Earth, which are doing the job completely fine against Air Earth. You know, and that's the only thing that it's actually good against, you know, double element damage. And here's the max stat, or the max stat, the max version of Inquisitor and Caligo, without the actual version of it being ascended. I'm sorry about it, but I can't do anything else right now. Also, still have 8 million left in my bank account. Wish that was my real life bank account, but unfortunately it isn't. So let's take a look at Malevolent Wingplate. What are the best things that I have? I have this one, and the only thing I have is this one. This is not bad at all, by the way, for not even having this set. Double 5k isn't all too bad for a Shadowforged like this, you know? I actually kind of like it. And is it better than this one, by the way? This one is like 7200, and this one is 69 it was, I believe, right? This one is, yeah, it's 7900, so this one is actually worse. Meaning that, why are you not wearing a set, by the way? That's quite idiotic that I didn't do that. Let's give you the set, there you go. Are you actually the actual level 6 one, or? Yeah, okay, you are. That's quite impressive that it already was. But just take a look at these stats. I mean, this is just your armor itself. And I'm not fat, you'll get this one. Okay, so 6k and 5k. Like I said, not that bad at all. And how good is Inquisitor right now? 6,300. And this armor that it currently has is 6,400. So it doesn't really matter. But this thing has a set, so it's kinda evening. It's kinda evening out on them both. And yeah, now I have Malevolent Wingplate almost max. You know, I still need some silver coins though. But yeah, you guys will see the recap tomorrow, honestly. I believe that I also have an announcement video coming up with this specific war armor, because one of my co-guild masters is actually running. I have 2 co-guild masters, me, Asmodee and Blind. They deserve a big shout out by now, because they have been running for me, and they have been with me for a long time now. There's people who are here much longer. And maybe I will do some kind of nostalgia video soon, you know, a big shout out video. I don't know, but we'll see about that when the time arrives. This is my account as it looks as of now. It looks fucking amazing to me, of course, because maybe you guys will say like, oh, it's shit and blah blah blah, you know, because I know how that song ends by now. Like, I feel like that this is honestly very nice for a free-to-play player that has been playing this game for about 4 years. And if you disagree with me, then I can understand, you know, because maybe you are better than me. But with the time I have, you know, I have 14 accounts to run, and I do all types of stuff with it. You know, I do all types of stuff with this game. I do series, I do everything. So I can really keep focusing on my main. Because I have 30 or 13 other accounts that I actually do play on still. But guys, thank you so much for watching. This is a good way, or actually a good screenshot, or a good ending theme, the background of course. And yeah, I just hope to see you all again next time, okay? So leave a like if you enjoyed, subscribe if you haven't yet. You guys have been supporting me so fucking much as of lately. I think I grew about 100 subscribers in 2 weeks. That's just fucking amazing to see you guys doing that. Or to see you guys do that, actually, because I still have... I still need to talk proper English in my videos. I mean, I try the best I can, okay? But thank you. I can't thank you guys enough, and I hope to see you all again next time.